points here can represent trades. You just have to know that they're typically going to be counter, or the riskiest spot to take a trade. But once again, you can take any trade you want, just know where you're wrong. In this particular case, 82 is the short. If you wanted to take that point, and you just pick the distance above that where you go, I'm out. Is it 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 5 points, 10 points? You decide. You know what you can handle. So if you took that 82, this apex of the short here, you've got to now come in here just above this fair value gap right here. Put your contracts right here. If it comes back and gets you, cool. Keep a single runner back. And if that thing keeps going, you could be in a monster trade that had a really small stop loss. The RTH all-time high. It's the gap up. Let's see what happens here. What a big level. Trend line. When you got a diagonal line intersecting with a horizontal line, that's a really good place. Yeah, when you get a diagonal line against that horizontal line, that's a great place to take a trade. It'd have been nice if the VWAP had been here too. That's why I brought up the essentials indicator. I want to see where the VWAP was. So boy, would that have been just the trifecta? Trend line, horizontal line, and if VWAP could have been right there, my goodness. And you're with trend. So if you took that 82 short, you're out of most of your contracts except for a runner. And if it's at break even, you're still in it. And you just do nothing. You remove your hands off the mouse, go for a walk, and just let price develop. You're green on the day before non-farm payroll. So if you took the 82 and you kept a single runner back, you were still in the trade. Okay, so this thing pushed down basically to the VWAP, had a reaction back to the opening. I'm not interested in shorting that. Didn't even call it out as a possibility, but it definitely got rejected off the opening, didn't it? I mean, that is definitely a check mark for the bears right there. Couldn't grab the all-time high, which is the overnight high. Another check mark for the bears. That doesn't mean go short, but if we're keeping a little bit of a scorecard, that's interesting, right? Because right now, the only short would have been this apex that we talked about. And then we wanted to slam back through. So the short would be more of a slam back through, a back test of the RTH all-time high against this trend line. That could represent a short coming here. All right, let's see. Is price going to break that or bounce? Which bet are you taking? It bounces or it breaks it? All right, so if you took that, I would be aggressive here and not allow it to go back against you. 69.50 was the entry, or 69.75. Now be protective, because if they're going to take this thing down, it could vomit through this level so freaking hard. And as we said, the short would be more in this line. You took that 82 short, you're smiling. You really want to see it break this. For me to go long, I would want to see that bounce and us reclaim the opening. That'd be more where I'd be interested in perhaps longing. Otherwise, my battle plan longs are further down. Very nice. Well, anyone who watched the AM briefing could have taken that 82. There you go, 16 points on that. Very nice. So at this point, we could say we broke that trend line. We said that if it pushes down and comes back up, not a horrible place to take a short. It would certainly fall in line with our battle plan trade. We're coming back into retesting the trend line and the gap position. I have a paper cut stop loss in. I am short. Very nice. For the traders who could have taken a double tap on that short that we called out up here, you're getting paid nicely, because what we're looking for is price to break that trend line, get back up under, come back up here to the all-time high, the RTH all-time high for the short, and then once it got underneath it, within my eyesight goes to our trade here, and that's what we were looking for. Didn't quite happen. I need to keep that trend line on there, because if I do a wrap-up video, although I've kind of changed the wrap-up videos to just cutting up the zoom. I mean, I think if I was a prospective member, That would be important to me, to be able to, see what actually happened on the zooms. All right, let's see if that thing gets there. If you had that 82 short or you took the other short, this is a great place to TP in front of that level. One might even say just do it at the single prints. Be on the lookout for the next set of entries that will be published tonight at microstrader.com under Battle Plan.